What's up, guys? It's me, Fullout Cortland, and I'm a cowboy! Today I'm gonna be reacting to Chloe Bailey's BET Award performance. Funny story, I met Chloe when I worked at Forever 21 in 2000, I don't know what year that was, but she was little, and that was my first job. And I loved her from YouTube and her sister. And they came in Forever 21, they walked directly in my section, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I was like, I love you guys. And she has like the same exact energy, the same smile, the same like enthusiasm, and she was just so excited that someone like stopped her and was like, and we had like a whole moment in Forever 21, and fast forward, I met her again at Doja's album release party, and I don't know if I told her this story when I saw her then, but I met her, I was with my best friend, and we just like walked smack dab into each other. Now she's grown, this is like last year, and I'm just like, hey Chloe girl, you look good, and then my best friend is like, you know, we're like a ball of energy, and so he's just like, yes girl, you look over, and blah blah blah. And then we get to talking and blah, 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 blah. And then so here go my best friend, like, yeah, this is Doja's choreographer, like, yeah, da, 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 da. And then she was just like, oh my gosh. She was like, you're doing such an amazing job with her. And I was just like, oh, thank you. And then she like grabbed my hand. And then she's just like, no, seriously, you're doing an amazing job with her. And I was just like, oh, thank you. And so we like took pictures, and then blah, blah, blah. Next day, she reacted to my picture. But we knew mutual people from Colombia from when I worked with Lil Nas X at some point. And so she ends up doing a music video, and they called me to do the music video by a wild card because something had happened. And they called me like 2 weeks after that, which is actually strange, right? And that was for the Have Mercy music video. That was my first time working with her. I got to tell her the Forever 21 story on set, and like with her mom, and her mom remembered the story. Like she remembered that interaction at Forever 21. And they were just like, wow, like what a full circle moment, and blah, blah, blah. And that went really good. Have Mercy was fun. People really liked it. And this was my first time putting a performance on Chloe for BET Awards. And it was, yeah. For BET, we actually went through like a bunch of like creative changes. And we landed on, initially it was supposed to be something else, but we landed on a bench. And so I had to figure out like, okay. At some point I wanted to just scratch the bench, to be honest, but like, it was just a moment where it was just like, okay, we have to figure out how to utilize this bench, and you have to speak up for anything just so it doesn't look weird, and to make it work. And I had to figure that damn bench out and how to make it work. And yeah, and even with the guy like on the chair, like that was like, this was all just idea building and bouncing things back and forth and how to make something work. And we really landed on the moon. This is one of my favorite performances I think that I've done. Fun fact before this started, Diddy was on stage for so long. He got his award, and I don't know why they don't do these awards like at the end of shows, but they did his award right before, and he went in heck of overtime. They were sitting behind that wall for a long time in place. It was actually crazy. Like, it was crazy. Like, I had to run back there like right before to get everybody back hype again, because they were sitting there for so long, like just waiting for him to be done with his speech. It was so long. Yes, ma'am. Face is sitting down. So for me with the benches, it was about creating as much big shapes as possible. Like, not, oh, let me see how sexy I can be on the bench, or let me see how much intricate. Like, it was like from afar. How much shapes can you create? Stretch them legs out. We ain't got that much stage. We just got a bench. We ain't got no props. Okay, put them legs up, please. Hey, so for Surprise, it was all about setting the tone for me. Like, I wanted this performance to grow. at some point they were saying that Surprise, because it was a newer song, was gonna go second. And I fought them on it. Like, I fought everyone on it because they were just gonna let it go and let it be. And I was like, absolutely not. I need it to be a gradual increase. I needed to get to something, and that's why we chose to put the second song second, and everybody eventually agreed with me, and I felt like, oh, they agreed with me. And like, yeah, I just wanted the top of this performance to feel very like mysterious in a sense, like sensual but mysterious. It's like you don't know what's happening. Like, are they gonna take off the coats? Are they not? Like, what's happening right now? So this is my friend, now he's my friend, Uche. It just came out of the floor. We wanted a guy that looked like the guy in the video. And so that was what this moment was. It was like connecting, because like the clips and everything like that. We wanted to connect the music video to the live performance. So I went on Instagram like searching for guys that looked like the guy in the video. And we landed on Uche, and I was like, I forgot what Chloe said. It might have been Chloe's idea to blindfold him, just so like they really can't tell. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Take it off, girl. And actually in rehearsal, I was rehearsing with the trench coat on because it was important for me to know how they work, how far they go, how they feel. So I was rehearsing my big self in those female trench coats. Absolutely. So this part, BET, can you believe that when we got to tech rehearsal, they wanted me to change this choreography initially. You know, I used to never speak up for myself when I got on set and when I got to places, but I just felt like it just wasn't the solution. Sorry for my list, my goals. But I felt like, I was like, guys, just change the camera angle. And it was just like, it's so crazy that it was like a conversation of like 5 of us. And when I said just change the camera angle because I didn't want her to be confused, it's like, everybody was just like, oh. And I was like, oh. But it's magic. I love this angle. I gotta say that the craziest thing is, for me, was when in rehearsals, like when we had the first rehearsal that she mic'd herself up and I had to be this guy that's sitting in the chair, listening to the coming out of her mouth was actually insane. I forgot how amazing of a singer she was. Like, I knew she was amazing, but I forgot how amazing she was. Like, just sitting there and like listening to her plop down and just jump back into like super crisp vocals that she rehearsed so well. Like in rehearsal, like even when she didn't have a mic, like she was rehearsing like her vocal choreography. And it was like every single time, everything came out the exact same. It was nuts. And then even backstage before we came on, she's literally sitting in a chair, like singing through like her vocals. Like, and I'm just like, you're psycho. Like, she's so good. It's really crazy. Do you see the shapes in the back? Y'all ain't gonna give me no stage? Okay, we gonna fill them up in them stage. Get them arms up there. This girl is what? They are going in and out of being dancers and props. These girls right here ain't play. Perform, Miss Mamas. It was so important for me. This is my first performance with Chloe. And so for me, it was just so important for me to really allow her to be the amazing performer that she is without giving her, like, because to me, choreography don't mean performance. Like, I just wanted to really get in tune with her. And I feel like a lot of people got to see that this time around. She just got to just be Chloe. BET! I gave her that line and she took it. Like, it was really funny. Like, I didn't think she was gonna, she does this all the time now. But I be thinking she's playing. So like, I was like in the room with her before she done any choreography and I was like, yeah. And right here, this is when you talk to the audience. I was like, you know, you can say something like, I don't know. I was like, BET. I was like, my name is Chloe, Miss Bailey, if you nasty. She's like, I like that. I'm gonna say it. And she kept it and she said it and it hit. What a cool moment. Yeah, ladies. So this energy, I wanted an energy shift. I wanted an energy shift. I wanted, when she got into Treat Me, I wanted it to feel like the audience was some bad mother kids and mama was coming out there to tear their okay? And even the energy in the dancers, I wanted them to go from sensual, mysterious energy to now this strong, you know, like they bench press on their downtime and they'll beat your ass at the drop of a dime. But they also sexy, but it's sexy in a way to where it's like, sit down right now. We're gonna do this right now. Yo, this choreography went crazy. I had no idea that this was going to like do that. It's everywhere. And even now, like when she performs it, like when I look in the audience, there's like people doing this choreography. It's actually insane. I had no idea that that was gonna do that. But the girls ate it! So right now, her mic pack is falling out. And like the professional that she is, she grabs it and most people doesn't even notice. And still selling it. This point, I was backstage screaming. Yes, ma'am. That note never wavered, by the way. In rehearsal, when the music fades out right there, she's hitting it every single time. Like vocal choreography, it's crazy. Anyways, at that point of the performance, when she got to the last part, I was literally backstage like screaming. Let's go! Like, let's go! Let's go! Because at that point, she had chewed it. She ate it. She must have felt really good by the time she got to that point because it's just like, I did it. I ate it. I think for this performance, maybe her inspirations came out in a sense, or maybe like my inspirations naturally came out. But for this performance, it was like really important that there weren't really much influences. I know a lot of people are saying Janet because she used a chair, Destiny's Child because she used a chair, which is cool. But it was just very important for me, for this performance, for me to get in tune with Chloe. Try to figure out who is this that we're creating? Like, who is Chloe? Like, who is that? So there wasn't a lot of like, you know, inspiration. It was just more so magnifying what's already in her. Chloe picks up very fast in choreography. Chloe is also a very hard worker. Like, she'll stay late if you tell her, like, if you take a break or if you having a call and some of the dancers in the room knows it, like she's pushing up on the dance, like, hey, what's that? I want to do that. Like, and she'll learn it before you can even teach it to her. Like, she works really hard. It's actually crazy. Like, I love her work ethic. It's very inspiring. Well, this is Fullout Cortland signing off, and that was me reacting to Chloe Bailey's BET Performance 2022. I know I don't normally do this, but we out here. We outside.